What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 391 of the Lured Up podcast, where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. And this episode is streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, X, and Facebook. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That's Adam Tuttle. Adam.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
So,
Ken. How are you doing today?
You know, man, I'm doing great. You sound great. Are you doing great?
I'm doing fantabulous.
Oh, man, I
Is that a
love
word?
it.
I don't think that's a word.
No,
but
it's a
I
word
just,
now. I love it. I love
It's
it.
like I'm doing fantastic and fabulous. Fantabulous.
Well, I'm glad, dude, because normally, like Adam at 10 p.m. at night on a Tuesday is usually a little wound down. You look a little energetic today, so I'm feeling.
Well, I
it,
just
man.
came back from a card show at Gen X, so
Oh, so you
I'm
made money.
riding that high. Yeah. Well,
Nice.
no, honestly, like I made a lot of connections. A lot of people asked about the podcast. A lot of people are asking like what I have for socials, and it's like spoiler alert, like that kind of stuff is happening behind the scenes. It's gonna happen shortly, but I pushed them all towards the podcast and told them it's like we do the card one. I do that with Justin, special conditions, and then we do this one, which is Lured Up. I told them about the network. I said like we've got stuff talking about Wayfair, like just tons of stuff.
Awesome.
So a lot of networking stuff. So it's really cool.
I love it. I love it. That's a great thing. This episode
And now we get to talk about Pokemon Go.
I know. This episode is streaming
Like
live on a
jazz.
bunch of platforms. And jazz? Yeah, let's talk about jazz. I went and saw some jazz the other night.
No, I'm jazzed.
Oh, you're jazzed. I'm jazzed. I'm the Utah Jazz right now as well.
Like look, it's Delibird.
Oh,
it wouldn't be a podcast.
I was just
Delibird.
about to say, if Delibird comes across the screen, it's pretty typical. But we are streaming this live on a bunch of platforms. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, spend it on us. We'd appreciate it. Or anyone in the Pokemon Go space. That'd be super nice. But got some good stuff to talk about on today's show. I want to talk about kind of these two unique perspectives that are currently happening in the world of Pokemon Go in the community. Looking specifically,
people who play the game and people who don't play the game. You know? It's like why don't you play the game? And the people that do play the game, they love the game. You know, or I think they do. I don't. You have to cut that in half. Some people hate the game, and then some people love the game.
Yeah,
but they're all still playing. It's weird. I don't know.
All right. Well, we're gonna look specifically at the Pogo community on X, right? So,
why shouldn't do that?
Look.
That's like just asking for trouble
X
every time.
Is very active. It's very engaged, but it's generally considered the online voice of the Pogo community, right? So that's kind of why I mean,
not to me.
Well,
I like Instagram and TikTok for that.
Sure, but it's a whole different ball game on there. Very isolated, where X is kind of the community in mass. Like even Reddit has its own identity, but I use Reddit kind of like a research thing, like how Reddit was originally set up to be. Like if I need answers to something, I go to Reddit. I'm definitely not looking for answers on X because that's just that's very problematic. But what we're seeing on X is kind of
Grok. Why did this happen?
Oh, dude,
what are people's opinions?
Grok
on
is
this?
tired. That meme of Grok smoking a cigarette. Like, leave me alone. But no, the vibe on X is that the gameplay has been lackluster. The pacing and kind of expectation of the game has become a little stagnant. And in general, trainers are kind of feeling unsatisfied with their gameplay. I think that's the nicest way to put it before we get into any context or anything like that. It's just
because we're not getting bombarded by everything. Listen, this has been the best time that I've had in the game in so long.
That's the irony.
It's like vanilla stuff. I don't have to freak out. I don't have to worry. I understand it's like not good for content making. I get that. I understand that avenue, but like, holy crap, it feels good to not like worry. And it's like we're literally in the season of like memories in motion. So we've seen it all before. Like that's the whole point. This is like a good relax before Go season happens. Dude, and like we're still getting some new stuff thrown here and there. Look, we just got Orthworm. I'm so excited about Orthworm.
Look, if I have time, I'm playing the game. Like that's my rule of thumb. But we're definitely getting this negative vibe online, and it's not just like negative, like down with Niantic, like we've seen in the past. It's kind of just this vibe of the game is like dry, like it's just everything's fading, and
Well, yeah, we just
lackluster.
had that event with Sandaconda or whatever, and, like, you couldn't get it, you couldn't
Yeah,
find
that
it,
was its own
and that
that
I
was its
get the
own beef.
dry humor of that where they don't want us to have it,
Yeah.
I get that. It's pretty dry humor on their part there, but
So you have this
it was
X
it was a desert
perspective.
joke. No
It
one
was.
laughed.
I got it.
If you were listening and you laughed, I
It
really
was
appreciate
dry.
that. Thanks. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
But your Teddy Ursa talk. But looking specifically at the New Jersey communities and the immediate areas, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., these are all areas that I play in regularly to semi regularly. I travel around the tri state and play. And what I'm seeing there is that the IRL communities are like having an incredible time. And the events are plentiful. And in most cases, the communities are growing. So that's what I really don't understand with this juxtaposition, because the wayfinders in those areas are building out the game boards. The three core pillars of the game: exercise, exploration, and real world social interaction. All three checked off when you're playing on the ground. All this stuff is happening. But, like, how can that be true? And then this online community be in this completely different place? And how could these things be true at the same time? So we're going to talk about
It
that
was
kind of
because I
dynamic.
can tell you, I can tell the whole thing. It all
Sum it up.
let's I'm
The
gonna
the
reveal no, I'm gonna
TLDR.
reveal the whole thing. I'm gonna pull behind the curtains. It all started with max battles becoming remote raidable.
Oh man.
Close curtain. I just
That's
closed
it.
the
That's
curtain. That's
that's
yeah,
Adam.
we don't need
The
anything else. We're good.
downfall. The downfall. That's so funny.
I,
But
I am I am 100% sure that if we looked at a graph and it was like, when did like things go haywire? It was then.
starts with max battles. But no, then we have incredible news about GoFest. We're gonna speed run through the May calendar, and finally, we don't have time to cover it today, but Play Pokemon did make a official statement on Orlando, and then Firestar came back and put together a nice statement after that. So we'll link to it. We'll talk about it briefly, but we're not going to be able to dig into it just from time, because we got so much to talk
That's a
about
terrible response.
today. All right. Shouts to everybody that's here in the chat. We really appreciate it. Who we got here? Roax was first. Gang. C Friends here.
Roax.
Likeable Monster. Terminals here. Says mega expensive Mewtwo in the house. Stacy P is here. Leo. Casa de Cubone. Scipio. Terminal. Says Terminal. Wait, Adam plays
All the
Pogo?
friends.
I would have never known with how often he interacts. I think you should open Terminal's gift real quick. I love how everybody comes in the chat just to poke Adam. Just to open gifts. It's the best. Oh man, it's so good.
For those not videoing and just
yeah.
listening, I was making an angry, grumpy face.
Shout to Joe in the chat. Just subscribe with Prime for 17 months. Yo, thank you so very, very much. All right, Adam, I think we should skip our pleasantries here, and we should just jump right into this, because I kind of want to figure out how these things could be true. Now, before we get into the conversation, I do want to clarify this specifically. I am not going to be talking about any mechanical game issues from a functionality, stability standpoint. I'm not talking about the game operating well, because the game has been operating not great. So that stuff notwithstanding, I'm talking about the core of the game. I mean, I've had
The AR photography.
no, yeah, yes, all
Oh,
AR all the time. No, but I've had a lot of game crashes. I mean, gyms have been under construction for over a year. There's a lot of things that are still messy with the game
the gym's under
itself.
construction still gets me every
Dude,
time.
I
I'm like,
hate it.
what do you
I
mean
hate
it's
it.
under
It's like
construction?
it's a 10-second restart, but it's like it might as well. I have to climb a mountain. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just it gets me so mad. And it's like I'll ignore it, and then I'm like, down the street 2 blocks, and I'm not even near a gym, and it's like, this gym is under construction. I'm like, and just restart.
You lint liquor.
Yep. So let's get into it, but we're gonna start with the game, the negative sentiment on X. Now, what they're saying is the game is dead, the game is boring, and I think this has it's being influenced, one, by the structuring of the events. Some people don't like that. Also, much less communication coming out of the monthly content updates, which we're going to talk about at the end of the show. But they would see like the May content update, and then you have the pile on what do you mean only one event this month? Like people don't realize like additional things are going to be announced. Like they're just like, this game, there's nothing to do. This game is failing. Scopely's driving this game into the ground. You know, it's just like absolute mayhem. So you get all this happening. Uh, you have like big voices, you know, Joe Merrick uh will be in there and be like, this is light. Like, what's going on with you guys? And it's like, do you really think that there's no plans? Like it's either blissful ignorance or rage bait. Like, do you really like when someone sees the May content update, which we'll talk about at the end of the show, but when they see the May content update and they only announce one overarching event. Remember, so we've had months with 4 weekly events, then we had a month with 1 vanilla week, and then last month we had 2 vanilla weeks. So we've seen it all. But then the May content comes out and it says one weekly event and everyone kind of loses their mind. They're like, that's it. The game is dying. So
Chat, we're cooked. We're cooked, chat.
we're cooked. Chat, we're cooked. So I think that that blog or the announce the content
The
update had a
peak
lot
is
to do with it.
behind us.
But
Meanwhile, we've got Go Fest coming up. I mean, that's
right,
not even an event at this point.
right. But now when you look at the loss of Spotlight Hour, right? So this was a big one that really started turning some of the sentiment negative was the changes with Go Memories and all that. Memories of Motion. It was the removal of Spotlight Hour, and they were like, all of a sudden everyone latched on, like, this was our favorite thing. And it's like, you weren't coming out on Tuesday, but it's like, this was my favorite thing. And that went away, and people started being like, oh, they're just taking from us now. They're taking from us so they can take our money. They're going to make us do something else to compensate. But without a doubt, there's a negative sentiment online, specifically X, because you're not going to necessarily see this on Twitter. I mean, on TikTok or on Reddit or on Instagram, right? But you definitely see it on X everywhere you look. So I'm going to jump ahead. Conversely, my perspective is I'm going to meetups every week in different places and I'm having a blast. Everyone there is having a great time. People are traveling to events. Our numbers are growing. Uh, and I don't want to even necessarily say that there's a correlation to like needing a massive turnout in order to have a good time. Give me one person. Like playing solo releases its own set of dopamine, its own type of dopamine you get
Mhm.
from playing this game alone. But playing this game with even just one more person. Yo, shout out to Kate DeCons for gifting a sub to Casa de Cubone. Let's go. Whoop, whoop.
What? Let's go.
So the fact that the game changes even when you have one person to play with, right? I know some really awesome 5 to 10 person communities that's all they need. And they have a great turnouts and they're consistent and
Are you
they
talking about me, myself, and Irene?
I'm talking about you no.
Okay.
No, but like even like talk about Tri-City in New Hampshire, right? They started humble. They had 10, 15 numbers, 20 down there creeping up. But it's a smaller scale community. That doesn't mean that they're going to have any less fun. It doesn't mean that they're going to have any less, whatever. It's just that they're a smaller community. So I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit here. So, Adam and I are in a private chat with a bunch of creators, and I got totally flamed. I got totally roasted because we were sharing feedback.
You're not allowed. You're not supposed to be talking about that.
Look, I'm not saying names. So I bring up, I'm like, people are wow, what's going on with this game? All the negativity, right? And of course, it's like I see that as an opportunity to be like, you know what this conversation needs? A counterpoint, right? So I jump in and I'm like, I think the game is more fun than ever. Like, I'm going
Listen,
I'm
it
going
feels
out every
so
week
good.
and I'm having a blast, like it's great. Like I don't know what you guys are
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
and and I feel good. I'm not worried about like, oh my gosh, I have to spend a ton of money on an event or tickets or passes or anything. It's just I'm just enjoying the game as it's intended. Like I'm not stressed. I'm not anxiety ridden. It's not I don't have FOMO right now. It's like, yeah, I've probably bought more remote raid passes in the past 24 hours than I have in the past like
Whoa.
month
Whoa.
or 2
That
months.
tells you something. That's absolutely tells you something.
Listen, when you've got little Orthworm like doing this with his hand, like I don't know why, but I want him. I want him bad.
It's cute. It's cute. So I start to go off and say, like, you guys are all saying that the game is dry and the game is boring and that there's no excitement. Like, we should be excited leading up to Go Fest. And I'm like,
Have you seen Orthworm?
yeah.
Be excited.
No,
It's
but
a good
but I
Pokemon.
say, like, I'm going to events every week. I've been to now 2 community celebrations. I'm going to Red Bank meetups every week. I'm traveling to, Central Jersey, North Jersey, South Jersey, Philly, DC, New York, all these places. And I don't get any of that. I get excitement, I get a ton of people, and everyone's having a great time. So that's the juxtaposition. So that's kind of our starting point. So I start talking about all this, and I'm getting lit up. They're like, yeah, the people love to the same way I love to throw counterpoints around. People love to shun me down, too. So they're like, bah, 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 bah. And plain and simple, what I say is, I can't agree with you and tell you that trainers aren't excited about the game right now when week after week I'm with large groups of trainers that are exuding excitement. So I can't be with you. I'd love to rally with you, but I can't because what you're saying I just don't see at all. I'm seeing communities that are growing, I'm seeing communities that are flourishing, I'm seeing communities that are doing more things off screen, and that proves that the community is building up. So it's a very, very interesting dynamic. So now let's get some feedback from you. What are the things that do you think are kind of drawing the game down now? Like what are the bad spots that might lead someone to think that the game is, I don't know if in trouble is in the right word, or just the game is dry, boring, it's not alive.
So is the no um spotlight hour thing? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, yeah, no, people still talk about it for sure,
So so
especially the
that's
double candy, transfer candy.
that that is something that, you know, although I didn't do it every week, it was something to look forward to. Just small little things. Wednesday reads, not too bad for me, but like, you know, again, if I needed to raid, I could raid.
But like, do you when
I
you
usually
when you read a blog though, do you like come away from reading a blog and being like, I wish there was more, or this seems lame? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. It sounds like people are reading
no,
the
I
blogs and they're not satisfied.
I think there's not we're at this point in the game where there's a lot of Pokemon that have been released. Like there's a lot and there's not many new ones. So they're trying to find new and exciting ways to introduce them because that's how to create longevity. I truly feel that, and it's getting harder and harder to keep our attention because we don't have new Pokemon to hunt. We don't have like Mimikyu. People are upset that we got a like we just got it and kept going with it. But
I
like
was.
I was so thankful that we could just keep catching it. Like I enjoyed that so much. That was one of my favorite like things that happened recently. Just the amount, like I just caught so many, and it's like then I have like an extra like 10 or 15 of them that I have to like labeled as remote trades or whatever, just because like I want a good one. I hope
But do
somebody's
you
going to
think
trade me.
that the game is drying up? Like, do you think that, and I'm not necessarily even talking about the daily discoveries, right? Just the events themselves, the raid hours, the sustainability week, like things like that. Are they doing it for you? Like, are they actually like, or are you left wanting? Because that's what it seems like
No, I'm
people's
not.
main
I'm not
gripe
left
is.
wanting because for me, like the wanting is like if I don't care about Orthworm, like that's the thing in the raids. Like, cool, I have like a couple extra spawns, but like Is that really exciting? No. I get that. Like, the Pokemon pool is really the thing that keeps people engaged. I think even just seeing evolved Pokemon, like, giving us that extra boost of just having more diversity is huge. Like, we see all the base forms all the time. It's not exciting.
Oh,
That's plain and simple.
dude,
It's
I've
not
seen
exciting.
I saw Gastrodon, I saw Galissapod, I saw like this stuff that's oddball. And again, they can have doo-doo IVs, right? It's not like I'm so happy to get this because I don't have one, but
Yeah.
it's fun to see on the map. It's fun to see on the catch screen. You don't typically see the Pokemon like that. So, you
Yeah,
know,
like there's a Pineco and a Bronzor on my screen. If I happen to open the game and there's a Fortress and a Bronzong,
it's
listen,
way more
that's
exciting.
exciting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
way more exciting. And it's like, but I don't see that often. I don't see the evolved Pokemon often enough.
Well,
I get that they're more rare,
but
but
that's the balance that you might see with the vanilla weeks. Because if we're having
yeah.
events every week between weather spawns and between the event spawns, yeah, you're not gonna necessarily see that, like because it's gonna be drowned out. But when you're in the vanilla week, that's when it's like, oh, I know I'm gonna catch some evolved forms, during this vanilla time because that's
Yeah, and
typically
that's
when you see
something to
this
look
stuff.
forward
Yeah,
to. You have no fear of missing out. You have no FOMO because there's no event. There's no overarching like situation happening. And it's like I feel like this was all brought up like during the big mega raid day with like Gengar and
the go
all the
bigger.
starters and stuff.
Yep.
The Go Bigger event. And it's like the whole reason they were doing this event is to give people that didn't get them a chance to get them. And then here I am. I remoted into a Gengar. Like I didn't get a chance to get Gengar. Like I think I have one that got traded to me, but like I wanted to see if I could get a shiny.
Sure, sure.
I did it. I got bad IVs, but whatever, I got one. Like if you wanted to partake in the event, you could have. And if you didn't want to, you didn't have to.
Well, that's the
And it's
problem though.
memories in
Yeah,
motion.
but the
So it's
the
like
you don't
it's a
have to is the hard
replay.
part.
Yeah, it's a replay. So it's like it's not again, it's not exciting for you because or me because I mean,
We've been
I
there.
speak
Right, we
for
were there.
we've been there, we've done that. But think about all the new players. Like these are still big, hard, unattainable like fights that they have to fight.
You need a
And it's
group.
like we've gradually been given Dynamax Pokemon over and over and over and over again. I think pretty much if you go in with a Wooloo at this point, like
Bro,
there's
I had
you
Wooloos
just
this
need to
weekend. We were laughing about it though. It was hilarious. We are like, "Bro, is this someone trolling or?"
right, like and I think there might be some trolls, but like my sister-in-law, like we battled a Gengar or whatever we did, but like she only had like Wooloos, but she had done other max battles, so she had like a Sobble, she had, a Phalanx and stuff like so it's clear that there more people are getting the max battle Pokemon, but not everyone's still involved. So that's why I guess now I can see why they've given out so many, but we're at this point now where it's like if you want to partake in these big giant max battles, like here they've
Yeah.
given you enough Pokemon to work with it, and you should be able to join a group now. But again, those people don't have them, so here's the chance to get them.
So I think that gets lost on a lot of people because
Yep.
and it's especially the min-maxers, right? Especially the people that are like, I just I want this game to be as black and white as it is on paper. I want it to be as black and white as it is on my gameplay. Like so when the gameplay experience doesn't align specifically with their needs, then they have this overarching global opinion of the game that things are wrong. Because like you said, it may not be exciting to them, but to the millions of people that are playing this game that didn't have a shot at any of those Kanto Gmax, it's like there you go. Shout out to Terminal who's in the chat, kind of just dropping some serious knowledge here about the performance of Pokemon Go. I'm just gonna and I go to Terminal for anything with data. He's got his ducks in a row, his ducklets in a row. It says he wrote Go Fest sells out immediately. Go Tours local sells out. Go Wild sells out. 50% of players play 7 days a week, almost unheard of in a mobile game. 40 minutes daily playtime average, most for mobile games. And for comparison, in a year when Pokemon TCG Pocket launched and dropped from 94 million a month at peak to 40 million a month average, Pigo has stayed up in top 10 mobile titles every single year since 2016. Pokemon Go is the highest grossing Pokemon game ever at $9.8 billion. Post Scopely, Niantic is
B with a
investing.
billion.
Yep. May 2025, double remote raid limits from 5 to 10. October 15th, raise level cap from 50 to 80. You know, it's like things are moving in a direction that tells you that the game is not sliding back and regressing. Like things are improving. So,
Well,
I
there's a
have
lot of hype and
confusion.
excitement.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
like the
But
announcement of the
if you live
GoFest stuff, like
online though, if you're stuck behind a screen and you're getting a monthly content update that has one event in it, you're gonna immediately go to, I guess the game is breaking down. They must have laid off their writers or something. It's crazy.
you know what? There's so much to do in the game right now. If you want to take the avenue, listen to an episode of Way Spotters. Shout out to Jamal and Chris.
Yep, yep.
Just listen to them, figure out how to nominate something, make that a goal, make that a video. There's that. And then see like where you can take that. You know what I mean? Like just different avenues. Like do some battles. We don't do any battles. We don't like share that stuff. My favorite video that like of all time is Ken doing he's just tapping, goes tap 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 tap, swirly swirly swirly. And I think about that nonstop. That is literally my favorite video and piece of content for PvP.
Look,
You know, shout out to everybody that's
it
doing the YouTube
it's
videos and ever in the videos.
well,
Like just
I think for
like, that is
content
hilarious.
creators, I can see where they're coming from. If they're not out there on the JT Valor grind, where it's like JT's going to be out there grinding 10 hours a day,
How can JT do it and no one else has like, you know what I mean? Just steal his
there's
video ideas. Come
no,
on.
yeah, here's the
Just
video
copy him
idea.
and be like,
You ready? Ready for JT's video idea? I'm going outside to play. That's the video idea, and that's where things get lost
and that's the video I'm gonna watch.
because
He's
people,
enjoying the game.
they get stuck behind the computer, and it's like, well, how, if you're not experiencing the game the way it's designed to be played, and then you're going to be upset that it's not being played like built for you. I don't know. It's
And I'm
definitely
not
a
telling
strange
anybody how to
dynamic.
do their content. Just
No, I
have
am.
fun,
No, I'm
like
just kidding.
enjoy the game.
All right,
Just enjoy the game.
so we've got
And
that
if you're
vibe.
not enjoying the game, share that. That's still content.
Sure,
You not
sure.
enjoying the game is still content. And everybody's allowed to have their opinion. Ken just wants to let them know his opinion as well.
Right. So that, and then that's where I'm going to come in here and say that this game is alive and well. And I think that
He's gonna say,
that's
"Get good, bro."
definitely get good. Get off the computer, touch grass. Like that's part of the problem. And if you get stuck behind a computer and you're not out there playing, yeah, I can see how it's not as exciting that you can't, that you're having to cough up all this money to remote raid, and you can't do the things you want to do because you can't do it from your toilet. It's like, I get it. I'd be mad too. But that's not the world that I see. That's not the game that I see. I see this game flourishing on the ground. I see. So I had this conversation with the Red Bank group, and there's a core of the Red Bank group. And remember, Red Bank is small, and our group is small, but we're consistent. The core group itself is probably only 10 people, 10 or 15 people that have been coming out every day for 10 years. And we get people traveling from out of town all the time, and they come from far and wide to play in Red Bank. And when they do, they have this understanding that whatever's going on in the game, they're experiencing it with the group, and that dynamic is kind of what is the magic, the glue, right? It's just that you have people that are coming together to play the game. Now, what I don't get is, how can all these people that are going to events having this incredible time, how can that, like, are we playing the same game as the people that are saying there's nothing to do, or that this game is lacking? Because that's where the real confusion from my perspective sets in, is because we're all playing the same game. So it's just like when, And here's a fun way to think about it. When something breaks, right? And this game has been very unstable lately. Getting kicked out of raids, all this, stuff. Restarts, white screen of death, blue screen of death, whatever you want to call it. Typically, the IRL community, this is what it looks like. Oh, this stupid game froze. Let me restart. And they're back in the game and we're playing, right? That doesn't happen online. That experience then turns into their whole identity and their whole position on the game. Whereas, like, I'm going to deal with the broken gameplay and I'm going to be past it in 2 seconds, because what does it cost me? It cost me 2 seconds. Sometimes it might cost you $1 on a pass, right? That sucks. No one likes that. So no, we're not saying that, but we get past it and we move on. And it's not to say that these trainers that I'm playing with on the ground don't have real emotions and real positions or perspectives on all these topics, because they do. But they don't get hung up on it the way the people online do. Because what the people online seem to be doing is not only complaining about the game and why it's lacking and why it's broken and why it stinks, but they go after the people that are having a good time. And it's like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
How dare you have a good
but it's like,
time,
yeah,
Ken?
it's like, I'm not upset with you because you're having a bad time. We're playing the same game. I just look at things differently than you. You know what I mean? It's like, I just have a different worldview. It's like, I'm not going to get upset about that. I'll pick my battles. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm about to put a kid through college. Like, I got bigger fish to fry than having to restart my game. That's nothing. I'll take it. That's what
Yeah,
my,
if that's the worst thing that
yeah,
happened to
yeah,
you today,
it's like, oh my God,
you really need to
I
take
had to
some
restart
rest.
this game 10 times. My life. What is my life? So the communities are growing. Things are doing well. I mean, Scopely just won best community engagement, best community support, Go Tour. Like, it's undeniable. You can't deny it. And that's where I think that X kind of lives in this bubble that, you know, uh, if you escape that bubble, there's no way you could have that perspective when you're actually living, breathing, and seeing it. And then when I got torched by all the other, creatives, it was just like, I'm not going to continue engaging them, because it's like, if you don't understand where I'm coming from, we just play this game differently. And, Adam and I play this game very differently. And Adam may play like a casual player as far as time in, but you have an acute awareness because of the nature that you're a podcast host, right? So you have awareness of everything that's going on, good, bad, and different. But again, if something's wrong, you'll air it out. And like, there's you can still enjoy something and be hypercritical of it, without making it, I don't know, without making it seem like the game is failing or the game is lacking or boring, because I
Yeah, you know
just
what's
don't see
boring?
it.
Like, I don't have any spawns where I'm at. Like, I got 2. Like, that's boring. I don't wanna play at my house, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so you got to go for a walk, man. You got to go for a little walkie walk. But I think this is a fun conversation. I think, we're going to be doing a community roundtable soon. And we're going to get a bunch of people together, and I'm specifically going to look for people that have opposing views on specific topics. We're going to be putting out like a casting call, because I want to debate this kind of stuff and get these people talking to figure out, like, why are you so upset about the game versus why are you having so much fun with the game? It's like, those are literally the same questions that could be asked to both people, and very, very different answers will come out. So I'm excited to hear that. But let us know, like, what's going on in your community. Is what you're seeing online aligned with what you see in person? Are you seeing anything in person? Because I do think that there's a direct correlation between someone's online sentiment and if they have or if they engage with a local community or not. Because those that don't seem to have a community or those that choose not to play with the community seem to have a more negative view than those that are actually out there playing with the community. And by community, I mean it could be you and your dog, you and your partner, 2 people, one
You and
person.
your dog.
You know what I mean? Like, like just out there playing, not behind a computer. So I think it's a great conversation. I want to keep it going. I think we could, we could talk forever about this, but I think we will bring in some more voices just so we can kind of flesh out this whole thing because, Adam and I could talk till we're blue in the face, but we're just two people and we're two people that are in a position to have a different approach than most. So we'll have to figure all that stuff out. So definitely, definitely, definitely. Like Joe in the chat said, we're seeing
Did we
awesome numbers growing in Edison. I know. And Edison is 25 minutes north of Red Bank. They're not far away and they're getting hundreds of people. It's like that doesn't happen if people aren't excited.
And are we taking a break before we talk about the May content update, or are we talking about the May content update?
I think you know what we do. Let's talk about GoFest, then we'll take a break, come back, talk about May and all that stuff. We did have some late breaking news straight from Niantic right before we recorded, so we'll talk
Yeah,
about
but
that.
I want to talk about the content update first.
You want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, let's talk about
Because GoFest is exciting. We can be hyped about that, but like, it's okay to be hyped. Like, I
all right,
want to
I'm
be
gonna
hyped at
I'm
the
gonna
end.
skip down on our screen for the visuals to May content, and I'm gonna
Because
pull
I
it
can
up.
tell you right now who's going to be excited for some Dynamax Pokemon coming.
All right, so
Okay?
on Monday, April 20th, 420, Niantic put out the May content update. On the cover, we have D-Max Registeel. And we've got some Ultra Beasts, Buzzwole, Pheromosa, and Xurkitree. Going to the next page, Max Battles, pretty interesting lineup. Cottony, Growlithe, Registeel, and Combee. So we have some new faces here in the D-Max realm. In addition to those Ultra Beasts, we also have Nihilego and Tapu Bulu, Tapu Fini coming in the month. This page that we're looking at now in the video here, we've got our Mega Raids, Camerupt, Glalie, Altaria, Medicham. So a lot of returns here. This is definitely good. I need Altaria Mega Energy, something fierce. So I'm excited for this. Shadow Cresselia being the weekend Shadow. But when you look at the events, there's only one event here, Spring Marathon. That's an actual overarching week-long event. Everything else is like these one-offs, community days, Mega Raid Day, things like that. And then finally, the raid hours just correspond to the Pokemon, the raid boss that's out that week. All right, so what do you got, Adam?
So that's like all that stuff's cool. All right. I'm genuinely excited for this because we got Cottony. Cottony is a new max Pokemon.
Yep.
That's exciting. Like it's its own thing. You got Growlithe. Justin's excited. It's coming back around. Justin's very excited. He didn't tell me yet, but I know Justin from Special Conditions. He is very excited for Growlithe. Then we have a new Registeel. We got a new Reggie. Reggie's no one likes, I'm pretty sure. But here we are. We have a new one. It's not released yet. So, hey, we got another one. And then Combee, that's just going to be stressful. I'm excited for the stress because you're going to go in, you're going to battle it, and you're going to be like, oh, it's a male. I'm getting out of here. So, but like, because you want the female shiny, and you want to be able to evolve that into Vespiquen. That's exciting. I'm very exciting. I'm very excited for the max battles. What I'm more excited for is all the freaking Ultra Beasts to come back.
Yeah, for sure.
The Ultra Beasts hold a soft spot in my heart because of the Ultra Beast arrival that Ken and I took place in or took part of.
Vegas
Just that
2023.
it wasn't Vegas. It was
No, it was Los
where was
Angeles.
it?
Los
Yeah, it was
Angeles.
Los Angeles. That was insane. That was genuinely insane. My son absolutely loves the Ultra Beast, so it's like he will be playing. Like I'll have to buy him remote raid passes because, or I might not have to. We might actually just be able to go out and get some. But I'm very excited. He loves the Ultra Beast. This is another time for us to go play the game in person and give us a reason to go find a group to play. And I want a shiny hunt. Pheromosa is a huge one for me. Xurkitree I don't have, and I have 100% Xurkitree right now,
There you
which
go.
I traded. Casted a Cubone. I forget what I traded him. It was probably a Cubone, but I got 100% Xurkitree.
So you need that
So I
candy.
need the candy.
Yep.
I need the XLs. I like. There's a reason to play. I'm very excited for May.
Well,
I did rhyme. That was
and
supposed
May,
to happen.
and this is the lead up to Go Fest. This is supposed to be the calm before the storm. Like, but people would see the May content update and be like, "This is lacking. This is light. This is, what are you guys doing? Why are you giving us less information?" And again, I don't know why people would think that
But
there's
here's the things.
something missing.
Here's the thing I'm not excited for. I'm not excited for the megas. I don't care about the mega raids. Shadow Pokemon, Cresselia, cool. I don't really like doing the shadows. Shadow Entei, May Community Day. We don't know what May Community Day is yet, but I'm sure that'll be exciting. Spring Marathon, I don't know what that's going to be about. I'm sure that'll be exciting. May Community Day Classic, probably not that exciting because we've already done it. Mega Raid Day, probably not exciting. I'm just saying, like, and then
Well,
we've got Go Fest.
we have some of that info already. So some of that info has been filled in, just so you know. But
well, I'm just it's what it's showing on here. I'm just
yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was released or we know it
embargoed release.
Yeah.
It's like Adam's gonna
Yes.
spill
Yeah.
the beans. Yes, it's so just to we'll run through it, but no, dude.
But I'm genuinely excited for those things.
There's so many
like,
different ways
me
to
being
play
a
this game.
casual,
How could you not
I'm
find
excited
something?
about it.
Yeah, how could you not find something to be happy about? There's so
That
many
to
ways to
me
play.
is exciting.
I agree.
Like there's excitement to be had with that information.
Yeah. Yep. So we're in Steeled Reserve now. We've got Taken Over coming out. The Go Pass is pretty awesome the way they did it. They moved the Giovanni from Special Research to the Go Pass. So now when you upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe for Taken Over, the first tier reward is a Super Rocket Radar. So you could actually get 2 Giovanni encounters this cycle if you upgrade to the Deluxe Pass. So again, I think that the moving to the Go Pass thing has been great. It's been great. And I keep an itemized track of what I spend in this game on a monthly basis. I itemize everything out. I'm spending less. Don't feel like I'm playing less. Don't feel like I'm experiencing less. But I'm spending less and I'm playing more. Go figure. So, all right. I guess, do we talk about... shout to Marcos who just subbed on YouTube. Appreciate you. Do we want to talk about Go Fest now, or do you want to take a break? It's been 40. We're 40
No,
in.
let's take a break.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will talk about the Go Fest news. We'll talk about some of the May updates, and then the new evergreen events that we'll talk about that we just learned about half an hour before recording. All right, we'll be back right after this. Hi, friends.
Oh, goody. 2 shoes. Now we're in the business.
Appreciate everybody in chat. Thank you for being active in the chat.
That guy said.
My cat's running around. I just have a feeling he's just waiting to tear this green screen behind me or something. I know he's just waiting. He's just like, he's going to wait for a nice calm moment. I know it.
All right, we can't give him a calm moment. We got to get back to it then.
All right. I think we should.
Let's do it, lady.
Do it, lady. All right, let's see. Where's my Go Fest news? Here it is. Okay. You ready to get back?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And we are back from our break. Thank you so very much for that. A little housekeeping to get through. I want to give a little housekeeping. Yeah. Everything we do here at the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by the community, and you can join that community of supporters on Patreon over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor for as little as $1 a month. You can head over to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor and support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon, podcasting, and the communities they share here at the Pokemon Professor Network. I want to give a huge shout out to our gym leader patrons, Maddie G, Espion Willow, KJ Demand, Herbert, Brandy, PJ, Fisher J, and James. Shout out to our newest patron, Jay, who joined this week at the podcast supporter tier. Thank you so much for that. Special thanks to our executive producer, Xander, as well as the other executive producers on the network, Monkey Bread, Tish Smith, and Kate the Cons. And huge thanks to Renee being our Elite Four tier trainer, and also Boris, for being our Giovanni Daddy. Thank you. Thank you, Boris. We appreciate it. Just check out PokemonProfessor.com for everywhere you can connect with us, get merch, leave reviews, check out all the shows. All the links are there. Word up. All right. Let's get back to GoFest because we are officially, I guess, hold on, let me cycle through these little
Like a
things
couple
here.
days from it,
No, we're
right?
like 5 weeks away from GoFest, 4 or 5 weeks. And
Very exciting.
yes, it's happening. It's like that office meme where it's just like everyone's running around like, oh my god, it's happening, it's really happening. But fantastic news that came out today. And that is that Mega Mewtwo will be showing up at GoFest, and we have the key.
I think we called that, right? Like
Yeah,
we
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 kind of knew this was
yeah.
happening. Both forms are shown in the key art here. Really cool. These are unique. So people they really know what Mewtwo looks like because Mewtwo's been around so long. But a lot of people don't know what Mewtwo looks like as a Mega. So when they see these, they're usually taken back because they're kind of funky designs a bit.
Yes.
So
Well, these were first introduced with, the XY
the movie,
sets, and, like, those cards were very, like nobody liked them, and now
yeah.
with all the boom inside, like, they've gone skyrocketed, but, like, those were, like, not enjoyable cards. Like, no one really played with them. The cool cards were, like, the Mewtwo EX that was, like, all gold bordered and, like, bright blue, and all gold border that was, like, bright
I
red.
know exactly which cards you're talking about. I know
Yeah.
exactly which ones. But what they're doing here is they're splitting it up just like the main series with X and Y. They're going to be splitting this. So you're going to have a separate energy count for Mega Mewtwo X and a separate energy count for Mega Mewtwo Y. And in the blog, they detail that this is going to be the new standard going forward for Pokemon like Charizard that has an X and a Y version. You'll have to beat Charizard X to earn Mega Charizard X Mega Energy, and you have to defeat a Y version to earn Y energy. Now, what they said as when they make this change, if you've got just for argument's sake, 1,000 Mega Charizard energy, they're going to give you 1,000 of each just to keep you satisfied and quiet. But yeah, that's happening, and they're saying that it's going to require much more Mega energy than normal Mega Pokemon to evolve because it's very powerful. But check this out. This is really, really cool. It says trainers who attend the park session at GoFest can also take on Mega Mewtwo X or Mega Mewtwo Y at the end of their park session. And from what we understand, this could be close to that original trailer that came out 10 years ago, where you had all the people in Times Square battling Mewtwo. We could see 1,000-person lobby or something like that. I just think this is going to be so cool. And like a core memory, go figure, memories in motion, a core memory for those attending GoFest. Now, the good stuff about Mega Mewtwo is that it's also going to be around for GoFest Global as well. So they are making some additional updates to the Mega Evolution system. We knew this with the release of Victory Bell and Dragonite and stuff. They're starting to tweak things. Faster Mega level progression says in an upcoming update, trainers will have the option to use their extra Mega energy to quickly level up their Pokemon's Mega levels without needing to wait for the daily progression cooldown. This is great for someone like me. I've got 9999 Rayquaza Mega energy. I've capped out, so now I can use some of that stuff to not only clear my inventory but boost up these levels. Now, here they talk about the split level thing, but here's the bit that I think is really neat. Where did they write it? There's a chance that when you raid these at GoFest in the Super Mega Raid, Super Mega Battle, that it's already going to have a Mega level unlocked out of the gate. And there's a chance that you could see even Mega 2 or Mega 3 as you catch it, which will prevent you from
Oh,
having to
wow.
invest any of that stuff, Mega evolving it or spending the energy over time. So that's really, really cool because, yeah, it's one thing to get a hundo, but it's like, you get a 98 that's already Mega level 3. That's pretty awesome too. They're all going to know Size Strike, which was pretty cool. Mega Mewtwo X caught from Super Mega Raids will know Counter, and Mega caught from Y caught will know the Charge Attack Size Strike. Okay. Now, it will be available at the City Experience. This is where they say that it could have leveled up mega stuff going on, so that's pretty neat. Blog is in there, super long blog. Um, go through it. It's very exciting, but this is all independent of the actual GoFest blog, which has also been updated with a bunch more information, including the Mega Mewtwo stuff. But as we scroll down here, what we see is that now for global, those regional hat Pikachus that were available at each of the three will be available to everyone during global. So that's really awesome. The Pikachu visor Kanto starters that we've had previously will be coming back, but now they can evolve and be shiny. So that's exciting. And oh yeah, by the way, this is going to be the first time that this will be a 9-hour event. This is not a 10 to 6 event. This is a 10 to 7 event. And it's like, why is it 9 hours? Well, it's because they're breaking the events up each day, Saturday and Sunday of global, into 3-hour habitat blocks where all 18 typings of Pokemon, everyone that's been released so far, remember this is the 10th anniversary, will be broken into 3 typings per 3-hour block. So each block it'll cover all the Pokemon types over 9 hours each day. So these are all detailed in the blog. Like,
Wow.
Sunday from 10 to 1, ground steel normal. Sunday from 1 to 4, poison bug grass. If there's specific Pokemon you're targeting or that you like, use this as your guide. When should I eat lunch? When should I take a break? When do I go home and walk the dog? Reference this because, it used to be like the rotating habitats with, 10 to 2 and then 2 to 6, they're switching it up. And I do like this because they're going to be featuring such a wide variety of Pokemon with boosted rates. It's going to be great. Oh, did I mention this is the first year that Global Go Fest is completely free, no tickets to buy at all? That means everyone's getting the boosted
Wow.
rates. Like, think about the Scopely acquisition. Everyone, even us, talking smack about what's going to happen to the monetization in this game. They're going to ruin it. It's going to be microtransactions. We're going to be broke. It's going to kill the game. Well, now for the first time ever, they're
No, no, no.
literally
They just know you're
giving us
gonna
a free
need
ticket.
balls, you're gonna need passes, you're gonna need all these things. So
Agreed.
you're gonna want to buy stuff.
Agreed.
You're gonna want to buy storage. You're
Well,
gonna want to
if
buy
someone's got
passes.
$20 to spend and they have to spend all of that on a ticket and then they get in and they don't have those resources, their experience isn't going to be great because they're going to be lacking that stuff. Now, the money that they would normally spend on a ticket, they could actually use to have the agency to purchase what they want. Love it. Welcome
Mhm.
edition. Shout out Scopely. Completely just breaking the mold of what people thought monetization was going to look like in this game under them, and it's making a big difference. So very, very cool. All right, there's the Mega. Tropius and Buffalon and all forms of unknowns available from Incense. Like, dude, this global event is going to be absolutely bonkers. It's going to be so, so cool. Zeraora, of course, is there. Oh, yeah. Timed research, fun-filled, fun-filled research. That's so funny. But here we go. Increased appearance of Pokemon featuring each of the blocks. This is all trainers. Now, remember, free. Lure modules lasting an hour. All incense except daily adventure incense will attract special Pokemon. So those are the Tropius, Buffalon, Unknown. Party play available for 9 hours. Increased chance of encountering shinies. Everyone gets the boosted rate. People were saying
Get
last
into a
year,
party.
yeah,
Get in a party
yeah,
now.
but like you would play
Plan
last
your
year
parties out.
and the shiny rates were low. So if you didn't have a ticket, you're playing the event at full odds. It's rough. Now everyone gets the boosted rate.
If you're in a
Branching timed
party.
research, yeah.
Plan your party.
Branching
Plan your
timed
party.
research,
Plan your party.
global challenges. It's just really
Hashtag
cool.
plan your party. That's all I'm saying. Just plan your party.
9 free raid passes, no ticket involved. 9 free raid passes, 6 special trades, half Stardust cost for trades, open 50 gifts. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This event is going to be so good. I'm like so fired up for this. I think Mega Mewtwo is going to be a huge draw. I think that people are going to be rating like this thing like crazy. I just think that this is going to be a killer event. This is going to be a killer event, and everyone loves a global Go Fest, right? But I just think with it being free, the numbers that come out over that weekend are going to be massive. Are going to be massive. I
As
just think
they
they're doing,
should.
yeah, I think they're doing everything right. Um, Anything you're most excited about for Go Fest here for global?
To see you.
Oh, Adam's coming to New Jersey. It's exciting. It's
Don't tell
exciting.
anyone.
I won't. Adam's coming to New
Okay.
Jersey. So exciting. All right, so we can talk about this. We have plenty of time to
As
get
long
there.
as Pete Nels's pizza is, like,
Bro,
on the docket,
we're definitely going to Pete Nellis Pizza.
that's all I care about.
Faux show.
And then we gotta go to whatever, your fanciest coffee places.
Fancy coffee place. Oh, I'll get you a $13 cup of coffee if you want.
Yeah, because right now I'm on a Wendy's. Wait,
No.
no, this is Burger King. It's Burger
Oh
King.
my goodness. You got that. I talked to you when you were going to Burger King. That was at like 5 o'clock. It's an old
Mhm.
soda, bro. It's an old
And
soda.
I made sure to, not to disparage Burger King. I have enjoyable experiences when I go there, like, once every, like, 2 or 3 months. But I always ask for no ketchup on Ashton's cheeseburger, please burger, cheeseburger, and they always put it on there every time, and it's always on the receipt. It says no ketchup, but it's always on there. So
They get you.
I was like, you got to go in and get and talk to them. So it took an extra few minutes. So I was like, ah, great.
We have some funny stuff in the chat here. Terminal says next year double price. It's so good. And then Scipio goes, I'm sure they're gonna have extras to buy. Completely agree. I'm sure there'll be a Go Pass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
Terminal
wouldn't
said no
there?
mention of the gold bottle cap can't be free. Yeah, that'll be no ticket needed, but the Go Pass Deluxe I'm sure will be available. Just Will subscribing for 20 months. But
What? Let's go. I
yeah,
know
so
that guy.
it's yeah, I just think that there's gonna be don't worry, there'll be plenty to spend money on. You just won't have to spend it on an event ticket. All right, we're gonna speed run the May content update here because we have some time and there's a lot on it, but we're gonna rip through it really quick.
We
The
are we already talked about the May content update.
Well, no, the events that we know, like the Go Pass for May,
Okay,
we're
okay.
gonna do the TLDR. The Go Pass includes coins. I love this. My favorite. I'd rather have the coins than a lucky trinket any day. This will award you, if you buy the deluxe, 1,400 coins. 1,300 coins in the shop is $10, $9.99 USD. So right out of the gate, if you complete the pass, you're getting 1,400 coins back. You're going to be paying $7.99 to invest in. You're getting your money back plus some in coins, plus any other consumables that you earn along the way. It's a great value. Give me that agency to spend those 1,400 on stuff I want. I love it so much. Suicune is in there as well. This weekend, we've got Entei Shadow Raid Day. Let's see. Spring Marathon. That's the one event that they did detail for May. Starts on the 12th. But again, new Pokemon, which is super exciting. Flittle and Esparthra will be available, and also a new costume Pikachu. It's got like a marathon visor. Again, we'll be recording again before this, but happening with the Flower Crown coming back in 5K eggs, so I might have to hatch some eggs for once.
Okay.
May Community Day Classic is Dino. This was a big one when this came out. They used to do all the dragons every June, so they moved this up a little bit. But Dino's just a fan favorite and a holdout shiny for a lot of people, and it has really cool looking evolutions. So I think this will be a strong one. And then now, Phalanx Super Mega Raid Day. So another Super Mega Raid Day. Get your link charges up. But Mega Phalanx will be making its debut. This is going to be on the 23rd. So we got that. And remember, everybody, they did release a map. And with the map right now, you can track raids, super mega raids, events and meetups, and gyms. This makes a nice kind of complement to Campfire because it's browser based. It's not an app. It's just really cool. But when it comes down to, like, if you're tracking these Mega Phalanx raids, use this map. You can find out ahead of time where they are and kind of plan a route and all that good stuff. All right, I think that's it. That's all I got. All right. Oh,
I think that's all we got.
So I do want to touch on this really quick. So Play Pokemon did put out a statement on Orlando, and they pretty much said they're upholding the ruling, right? That they gave him a match loss, which cost Firestar the whole thing. So what we've learned from their statement, the TLDR here, is the celebration was not the problem. The headphones were not the problem. Apparently, he was shaking the table. That was the problem because it was disrupting the gameplay experience. He was warned in an earlier match, hey, stop shaking the table. He put out a whole statement here. TLDR here is he's a class act, one. And two, he's like, look, my emotions were high. I asked you for a break. You didn't give me a break. You said the stream had to go on. I had to get right back on the camera. Like, it's a very well thought out appeal. But Play Pokemon did say that they're upholding their ruling. One thing he did mention in here, and we haven't really heard from Nighttime Clasher, but he was the one who ended up winning Orlando because Firestar had that last match loss. Says, was not my decision. Firestar is the Orlando regional champion. Hope you all understand. What a weird position to be in. Where you're
Yep.
like, I won.
So crappy.
It's my picture. But I can't really feel good about this. So Firestar put together this novel of a response, and he put some feedback in there of, what he thinks, can even be done to adapt the rules to a little bit more, a little bit better to meet the reality of what players experience. Also, with everything that's going on in May, our calendar on Google is fully built out. So everything is here with links. So if you jump in and want to get our Google Calendar, the link will be in the description. You could add it to your Google, and you could have track and get notifications and all this stuff of new events as they come. Adam, that was a show.
Ken.
Oh, no,
That
it's
was a
not.
good show.
We've got one more topic. The Evergreen Weeks. I forgot. We've got no blog to share.
It's hot topic.
We just got this information just before we recorded. So again, going back to the May content update, and people were like, one event? What is happening with this game? You guys must be going out of business. Well, apparently and I put a tweet out about it, and I'm going to pull up the tweet just so I can read it direct from that, because we literally just learned this information. Where is it? Here it is. So I wrote, new gameplay loop. I said, remember when everyone was upset that the May content update came out and there was light on events? Well, we just received some news from Niantic directly about a new addition to the game that's going to be tested in May. So this is a month-long test. On weeks without an in-game event, they have an official name, Evergreen Weeks. We've been calling them vanilla. I gotta sneeze. No, I don't. They're called Evergreen Weeks. Trainers will receive a branching research based on gameplay styles, including exploration, which will award bonus XP for spinning stops, skill, which will award bonus candy for catches, and battle, which will award bonus XP for raids. These are just examples of what these branches could have on them. They're doing something when there's nothing to do. This is the little bit of motivation that will power and fuel the IRL trainers. I'm sure the Twitter mob is going to hate this, because to take part in this, you got to play. And if there's no event and there's no major chase, X is going to be where they exactly are, on X and not on the street. So I think this is amazing. I can't wait to see where this goes. I have a group chat with the Red Bank guys. Half of them are like, this is lame. I know each one of them will be out playing with me. But working on double candy. It's like, who cares about the double candy? Not me. I'm not there for the double. It's about the journey, man. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. So, all right. That'll do it, Adam. Thank you so much, everybody who's here in the chat. We really appreciate you checking us out. You can email us, luredup@pokemonprofessor.com. You can call us, 732-835-8639.
Call me on my cell phone.
Oh, cue the JT Gilly song. Um, I love that JT Gilly song. Shout out to JT Gilly. How often? I think at least once a year we play the JT Gilly song on our Zoom call. It's the best. It's so good.
It is actually good though.
Thank you,
I do
Terminal.
like
We
it.
appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who's here in the chat. Yeah, catch us next week. And next Tuesday, Landor Alpha will be on the show. So definitely check it out
Ooh, buddy.
next Tuesday. Keep training, trainers.